What is going on, guys? Anger Collections in the house for another video. All right, so I'm doing something different in this video. As you guys can see, I'm pretty much breaking down the collection that I purchased a couple of days ago, and right now, all of these that I'm showing you guys, these are all the rares and mythics that's already been listed, and I'm gonna show you guys the rest of the rares and mythics later. But right now, as I'm going and listing all of them, some of the cards are getting buy listed. So anything rares that are like below 16 cents at least, I usually just buy list them behind right over there in the corner. And yeah, because I mean, if I sell it in my store, it's just gonna take space in my inventory. So right now, these are all the rares and mythics. At least, as you guys can see, the value, it's kind of like ranging to like 16 to like 5, and sometimes there's like $10 right there. And it's crazy to think the amount of value on the rest of the cards that I didn't show in the first video. These are the ones in the white box, and there's so much value that, oh my god, it's ridiculous, man. And these are the type of collection that I kind of like really want to put my money right now instead of just buying products, because right now, as far as value wise, it's kind of like spread out on the products that Watsi is pumping right now. And the collection like this, man, this is where the money is, man. So right now, all of these cards have somewhat like got reprinted like multiple times. Secret Layer, some of them got in like commander decks, but nevertheless, man, all of these cards are always going to be playable. So right now, I'm on the bulk, on the stacks in the corner, and as you guys can see, I'm still going through all of them, man. And oh my god, this collection has so much cards, so much great cards from like different formats. As you guys can see, it's like multiples, man. It's ridiculous, man. Breaking down this type of collection is insane. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and me, I'm like a one-man band, man. And it's crazy how right now, modern cards, I wouldn't like really, unless you're like a hardcore player, and there's like you're playing modern or pioneer tournament, things like that. It's kind of like a guaranteed your cards. Modern cards nowadays, we'll just go to like dumpster, man. We'll get reprinted to the ground, man. Like, it's crazy to think like nothing is safe if you're getting into like modern cards. Nothing is safe, man. If the cards popped, you bet it's going to get reprinted, man. No matter what, either like Secret Lair, or they're gonna put it in like a special card in a new set, things like that. But yeah, it's sad to say that all of these modern cards, although they're always going to be playable, game pieces, right? They're always going to be, high in demand if they're like very, very good in a deck or in the commander decks. They're always going to be demand on them. But as far as value wise, man, if it pops to like 10, 20, 30, $50, oh man, the next set or next Secret Lair or next the list is gonna be all of these cards. Oh man, look at this value and just the sheer amount of value in this collection, man. And yeah, and over time, once the market is like oversupply, if the supply kind of like, because there's so much players out there, but if the supply is way too much, and it's ridiculous, the market will just completely crash on all of these singles, man. And we don't know when is that gonna happen, and I don't think Watsy cares, man. They're just gonna keep pumping right now as far as like singles wise, and whew, all of these singles, man. There's some reservist cards in this collection, but not so much. But yeah, if the market just got wrecked with all of these supplies out there, multiple copies, multiple variants, just multiple of everything, man, it's not gonna sustain it. It's not gonna hold all of these singles, man. That it's done. It's it is done, and that's the reason why, the main reason why a lot of players are getting out of Magic. They're quitting. They're selling out their collection. It's like they're pretty much done with losing a lot of money buying in. And it's kind of sad, because like we need all of those players, we need all of those collectors, because this is why the game, like pretty much 30 years, man. This is why we have Magic the Gathering up until now, 2023, man, because of all of those hardcore, loyal players. And if they're gonna keep doing this whole Chronicles reprint, booster fun, man, eventually the market won't sustain, and the market will crash on all these singles. I mean, hey, rejoice to all the players that wants to play and wants to like really enjoy the game. That's good. But we gotta have a balance, at least for some of these cards, man, because if you keep doing it, man, there's really nothing to collect except for those high end, expedition, like serialized cards, etch. It's crazy. There has to be a balance. I'm not gonna say that make another reservist cards, but man, I think the safest cars right now is really just reserveless. Honestly, that's the only way, and that's the only route. That's like, I mean, if you buy something, dual lands or like high end reservist cards, Gaia's Cradle. At least they may dip, but eventually they will like bounce back. But yeah, right now, if you have this type of collection, I know it's like I wouldn't recommend like totally completely selling out everything, because if you want to get back into Magic, at least you have like a couple decks, a couple cards that you still have. I wouldn't like completely just sell every. As you guys can see, all of the cards that I've shown you, so much value, so much lands, so much multiple decks that I can build now. It's crazy, and I actually found a complete deck over here. I'll show you guys later. But yeah, so it's crazy, man. I don't know what you guys think with the market right now, with the community is kind of like, some people are still excited with, the upcoming sets, that obviously there's going to be a hype. There's going to be special cards in there. But, eventually, man, multiple sets like this, multiple special high-end serialized cards, eventually the market will just realize that supply, man, we're oversupply with these singles. And yeah, eventually it will crash, man. And so this is the deck that I found, man. It's like literally a complete modern, I think modern or legacy burn deck. So I separated them because I think I'll just like keep this one, because I mean, burn deck is a burn deck, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any video. And with that, boys, anger out, man. Peace.